Good morning, everybody. I wish you could have heard Blake's countdown. I wish everybody out there could have heard Blake's countdown this morning. I feel like we are at NASA with somebody counting us down for a rocket launch. That was very good. I don't know if Blake's been studying more NASA than usual lately, but got me in the zone to start this show this morning. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is doing better than me. I'm actually doing pretty good. I appreciate everybody kind of reaching out saying, hey, I hope you feel better, blah, blah, blah. It is appreciated. I'm feeling pretty good. Still just kind of testing positive for this. And, not really trying to pass it along. So appreciate everybody being here with us this morning. Appreciate everybody here in studio putting up with me doing shows remotely this week. And also just knocking it out of the park by yourselves this week. Just great rounds of shows this week, guys. And I greatly appreciate you guys stepping up when I just can't be there. So I just got to get that out of the way right off the bat. Everybody out there at the studio, I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Get better, get back.
I'm trying my best, man. I hate being away. I really do. Like, I love doing the shows. So it's tough to be. People might think like, yeah, it must be nice to do your job from your kitchen. It's not. I would rather be in the office doing the job because it's not the same. We don't get the same interaction, and we don't get to, I don't get to look over and see Davey laughing at something Troy said or Troy chuckling at something that Blake, we don't get that same thing. So it's a lot different for us.
Yeah, we step on each other all the time. When we're here, or when we're not here. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Hey, man, I hope to be back in full force next week. Let's see. We got a lot to talk about today. We were just talking about this a little bit before the show. And even Mike Davis is in on this one, apparently. But you guys remember out there that Dream Home, right? That HGTV built. I don't know if they sold that thing already, but it is constructed. It's done. And now, City of St. Augustine has some problems with it. Might have to still make some changes because the headline says they're reconsidering approval for the already built HGTV 2024 Dream Home.
Oh, my. That sounds like a nightmare.
Hey, welcome to St. Augustine.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so, right? Geez. So we'll talk about how that happened and where we go from here. Do they have to tear the whole thing down now? I don't know. We'll get into it.
No way.
We've also got, yeah, right. That would be insane. Yeah. That would be rough. St. Johns County taking bold steps, they say, to ensure developer accountability for County Road 210 East Road construction. So we'll get into that. Oh, and I did see a big story about our friend Chris Shee. And some of the stuff he's doing with a local ranch here in town.
Yeah.
So I will, we'll get into that. This is really cool stuff, man. Chris Shee always it continues to impress me, man. Very, very amazing stuff he's doing with people in our community. So we'll get into that, and we'll talk about that little museum. Remember we talked about that, the Carpals Museum, not the Carpal Tunnel Museum. It's the Carpals Museum, named after their family, the Carpals family.
Oh,
we'll talk about that. Yes, that's to open very soon. So we will get into that. We'll get into that shortly. But we will first start out by telling you about the world famous, the international, the Florida Man Games. You can go to the FloridaManGames.com, presented by Flowgrown, of course. We're going to have a lot out there for you. In addition to the mullet contest, the mechanical alligator that we love to tell you about, the Florida Man Pinup Girl competition, the selfies with live alligators, the chicken coop bingo. You're, of course, going to get to witness the weaponized pool noodle mud duel, the evading arrest obstacle course, and all the things that the world is talking about from the Florida Man Games. It is going to be a wild day. We are pretty much done with preparation. We are pretty much there, man, which is exciting because we better be. It's in like 2 weeks. February 24th out there on Francis Field. I'm excited. Everybody's excited. And I'm excited. Everybody's excited. Everybody said it's the most excited they've ever been.
It's the best. It's the world famous. Yeah.
The world famous. It's probably universally famous. If I had to say, it's probably, if there's intelligent life out there, they most definitely know about the Florida Man Games. So FloridaManGames.com. If you don't know about it, I just checked the stats last night, right? And we've got like over 4,000 people that are going to be there.
Wow. That's not even counting walk-up. Oh.
No, that's not even counting walk-up. And 500 of them are from St. Augustine. 500.
Oh, wow.
So out of the
That's good for hotels, baby. That's good for hotels.
Well, yeah.
Did you ever think, Troy, that Pete Melfi would be bringing in international tourism to the city of St. Augustine?
Honestly, I'm going to go with a no.
Neither did I. It was not my intent, damn it.
Pete, let me ask you this question, and I'm being completely honest. Have you ever paid for a hotel room in St. Augustine?
By the hour? What? Is that a normal question? I mean, you go to a resort. Like a pool where, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's where you were going. That's where you were going.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're going to fill hotel rooms. You're going to fill hotel rooms, and you may or may not have ever paid for a hotel in your own town.
Yeah, that could be true. If I have, but it's been a long time. We used to have parties in hotel rooms, you know?
Oh, okay.
School.
Yeah.
Middle school.
Yeah. Middle school. Your mom just cringed.
No, that's a great point, man. I like that perspective.
Yeah, you're filling hotel rooms, yet you've never stayed in one in our own city. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. Well, the Renaissance has to hopefully be seeing a big boom from this as well.
What are you seeing?
From the venue, we've been telling people to go there.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you it's in between race week, so it's the perfect time. So it's after the Daytona 500 and before Bike Week. Mm-hmm. So it falls in the perfect weekend for us. So it's really nice to have that weekend. So we appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. No, actually, some really cool news that I haven't put out there yet, and I don't think we're going to make like an official announcement. I don't know, maybe we will, but I think I told Davey and Blake, but we are going to the Florida Man Games is going to be on a NASCAR and the Xfinity Series on Daytona weekend.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. We're going to be on the 26 car with Sage Karam out there. He's a heck of a driver, man, and I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be nuts. So we're going to get to see some of the behind the scenes NASCAR stuff. I've never been out there and experienced it like Blake has, you know, where you get to walk around the garages and be on kind of like part of the pit crew area and all that stuff. So we're able to do that as being part of this car in partnership with Sage Karam and Sam Hunt Racing. So that's really,
awesome.
really exciting.
And
I'm excited about that.
You're gonna love it. It's so intense when you're right there on top of it. You know, and you get to feel the power of those cars. It's ridiculous. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited too because, you know, some of my first memories as a kid, my dad used to love NASCAR, right? And so some of my very first memories sitting on the couch with my dad watching NASCAR. So the cool thing is I get 4 VIP passes down there, and I'm putting my dad in for one of these.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that we can kind of go experience that together and get him on the track and get him up close with some of the cars and the drivers, man. So that's probably the most exciting part of it for me.
All right, I do have
to do that with my dad.
I have some bad news for you, Pete. You are going to have to wear closed-toed shoes. It is required. It is required in the pits.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to have to ask them to make an exception for that.
Oh, wow. Okay, big time. All right.
You know who I am?
Yeah.
I am Florida man.
They're
Okay.
going to grant the exception. I didn't say they're going to go for it, but I might have to ask for it. Or I might just have to show up and see if they boot me out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The whole thing, right? Apologize instead of asking for permission. What's that?
Ask for forgiveness.
saying?
Ask for forgiveness instead of permission.
So there you go. There you go.
I use it all the time. Yeah.
As I have my toes run over, it'll not benefit me to be out there and slide.
I say you swing into Skip's right down there, get yourself some cowboy boots, some DeSantis cowboy boots, and then you could just stilt walk right in.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, I'll be tall for one.
Yeah, get your kickers on.
Yeah, and they you used to have to wear long pants, but I think they've relaxed on that.
That needs
one.
to change.
So,
Yeah, that I would have an issue with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a phone call with them today.
Cool.
Too. So I'll figure all that out. But yeah, man, I'm really excited about that. Really excited about that. We're right there on what they call the TV panel, Troy, which is like the back bumper. So
oh wow.
we got that, and we've got the TV panel, and we've also got one of the boy, my brain is working great this morning.
Quarter panel,
the rear quarter panel out there near the tire. We've got another.
No, that's valued property. So
yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah, I figured you were on like what they call the C column, which is like the part that never makes TV. But I mean, the TV panel is as long as he's ahead of someone's going to see it.
Yeah, true.
At least one person.
The one that matters, Troy. The one that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a talented driver, man. So I'm hoping we see that TV panel a whole lot there for the Florida Man games. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the joke is on sponsors of things like that. You're like, okay, if he doesn't win, hope he crashes and it shows up on TV.
Yeah, right.
I mean, TV.
Well, I think when you're a sponsor, it's the race takes on a whole different meaning.
It really does. It really does. So, no, that's awesome. That's so much fun. I'm excited for you. So,
thank you. It's gonna be really cool. Found out yesterday that one of our judges, Mike from Mike's Weather Page, he's got pretty much his own car out there in the Xfinity Series as well. I mean, he's got the whole damn car. He's got the hood. He's got the colors. He's got all that stuff, man.
Wow.
Excited for him, too. Excited to see him out there, too.
Yeah,
nice.
I hope he finishes one car behind yours.
Yeah, me too. All right, man. Speaking of cars, Bozard Ford Lincoln, smack dab in the middle of their 75th year. I guess right in the beginning of their 75th year. It seems like we've lived a whole year in 2020. Serving St. Augustine in Northeast Florida. 3 generations, their team at the dealership grown to meet the needs and still grown to meet the needs of our great community. On the Bozard campus at I-95 and State Road 16, they have a ton from Ford and Lincoln. Some of those Lincolns are just beautiful, beautiful vehicles. And a Ford, too, of course. And they have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models in the area. State-of-the-art service department, quick lane for express service and parts. And Ford's Garage, of course, with that signature 904 Now Burger. And I guess there's some others there, too. From delivery of your new car and your very own driveway to mobile service for your fleet of company vehicles and anything in between, the team at Bozard Ford Lincoln ready to meet your needs in a way that's designed exclusively for you. Let their family take care of your family. They're Bozard Ford Lincoln, and they're driven to inspire. Also, big shout out to Fidus Roofing, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, BHF Insurance, Griffin Service, Amara Med Spa, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and Willow and Maine, who we'll talk about later. But first, officially, I don't think I said the day yet, Troy. Good morning, Troy, Davey, Blake.
Yeah, you're up to one tally mark, and happy Wednesday.
Happy Hump Day! Hey, that's fun. That's fun. We're almost at the weekend. Almost. We're almost there.
Going in the booth, man.
I'm doing very well right now, but quick little secret for everyone. So normally when Pete does his zooms, there's a camera going out there looking at the studio, but for some reason today he's only looking at me.
Oh,
so you're only seeing Blake the entire time, Pete.
That's it. Yeah, well, it's better now. When I first turned on the camera was pointed directly at Blake's crotch.
Oh my God! Wow! Wow!
Even worse.
Yeah.
That's how I started the show this morning.
Even worse.
So yeah, but no, I actually can't see anything. I've got my show prep up, and that's the only thing I'm
okay.
looking at.
Okay, much better than my ugly face.
Yeah.
So.
So Troy, I'll go back to you for the question of the day, man.
All right, question of the day. What is your favorite fried food? Like, is it French fries? Is it fried? What is your favorite fried food?
I definitely have to go with French fries.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a fried food that I eat the most, it's without a doubt French fries. Yeah.
I'll say one that like totally was a game changer for me is my friend makes fried Snickers bars, like the fried minis.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Holy next level. That was incredible. Yeah, that's an artery clogger, but it's good.
Yeah, you can actually, as you're eating it, you're like, okay, I'm dying a day early, but it's
questioning.
worth it.
Yeah, I'm questioning my life.
can
Yeah, that's
steal
worth
your
it.
heart.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Blake.
What do you think, Blake?
I'm actually gonna go with any fried chicken from Chick-fil-A.
Okay. People love the Chick-fil-A.
Like especially a spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah, that's very blessed.
Sure.
Yeah,
There you go.
and mine, I'm kind of stuck between fried shrimp. I really enjoy a good fried shrimp, from like Osteen's or Schooners or one of those.
Oh, those are your two go-tos for fried shrimp, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
like if you're a St. Augustine person, those are the two.
Osteen's, that's I know.
Yeah.
You stand in line, you got to pay the cash.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
You get it to go. You get it to go.
Yeah.
And the other one, I love fried chicken, man.
Yeah?
I'm happy Kentucky Fried Chicken's coming back. So
Oh, is it really?
yeah,
Is it coming back?
yeah, it's coming back.
Where Red Lobster used to be?
No, it's going back in the exact same spot,
God, I wish I could
Right.
digest that. I
right there
can't.
in that whatever Marshall's Plaza.
Wow, yeah, that's so it's
Goofy.
back
they
in.
just took a little hiatus. Moved out?
I think they had to find a new owner.
Oh,
rent the space.
renegotiation.
Ooh,
So the one on 16 I
that'll
hear
happen
is
sometimes.
yeah, the one on 16 I hear is not coming back, but the one that in the downtown near 312 is supposed to be back. So, but I love
It's a good location. It's a great location.
yeah, and it's not hard to get in and out of there.
No.
They never turned the lights off. The lights have just been on.
Yeah.
It looks like they're still doing business.
Yeah.
What do you do? You get a bucket? You get one of those buckets?
I usually
Chicken?
do the three-piece dinner.
Three-piece.
Three-piece
You get a
dinner.
biscuit or something with that?
I do a biscuit with honey.
Cement.
Yeah, biscuit with honey, but like,
you go.
and then I have mashed potatoes and gravy, and I love me some Kentucky Fried Chicken coleslaw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Not a big
I
slaw
never got
fan.
into their coleslaw like everybody else.
Yeah.
yeah. So no, I'm a three-piece, but I don't like their potato wedges.
Too chunky for you,
No.
right?
I'm not a potato wedge
Can't
guy.
either.
I'm a
No.
French fry guy. I'm a McDonald's French fry guy. I'm not
Yeah.
a potato wedge guy.
Yeah.
I see wedges. I'm like,
Who's got
oh.
the worst French fries, in your opinion, Troy? Who's got the worst French fries?
I really do not like Wendy's French fries unless you dip them in
I'm
in a
gonna
frosty.
second that with you.
Unless
yeah.
you dip them in a frosty, they're not even tolerable by themselves.
I'll tell you, you're right on that.
Yeah.
There's something not right with them.
The frosty dip makes it okay, but if you get French fries from Wendy's and you don't have a frosty, I don't even understand the point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Do you guys remember when Burger King like remixed their fries and it was like the greatest thing ever?
Yes.
Well, I think they stole the recipe from like Checkers.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Ah, well, that's good. That was a good move. That was a good move.
Checkers fries, I enjoyed those.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in my opinion, the worst fries are actually Huey Magoo's. The one tries so hard to be Zaxby's, but like they're always like too limp. They need a little bit of Viagra in them.
Oh, they need
Yeah.
more stiffness.
Nobody is ever at Huey Magoo's. I don't know how they're in business. Nobody
I don't know.
is ever
They have good
there.
tenders.
Yeah, they're good tenders. I've had their tenders.
Yeah, but I agree with you. There's never a line.
there's never a line. That's why it's always a
a line.
go-to. It's like an easy one. Just drive up, drive out.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you worry about the big chains moving right next door to a local restaurant, putting the local restaurant out of business. Like, I think Ned's Southside Kitchen is going to put Magoo's out of business eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think they moved into the wrong turf down there.
Yeah. And I like the new look they got there at Ned's.
Mm.
Yeah, a lot of new stuff going on down there.
Yep.
All right, Troy, we go back to you for a quick check of the weather, sir.
Getting better.
quick check of the weather. Brought to you by Great Expectations Realty and Auction. They can sell your home, your business, and everything in it. Check them out at geauction.com, gerealty.us. We go to Blake Blevins for our traffic report. Blake.
I nobody look at the secrets of the computer. All right, there we go. There's 2 trucks stopped on the side of the road at Racetrack Road. So be careful.
Oh,
there you go.
Look at that.
I see that.
What are they doing?
Not sure what they're doing.
Not sure what they're doing. Maybe they're taking a break.
Anyway, all right, back to Pete there. All right, you're back on screen.
They just realized the lot lizard was still in their truck.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, if this truck is a rockin', don't come a knocking.
Forgot to kick her out.
That's aggravating, ain't it?
Right. Well, if you're a lot lizard and you need to get your skin in good shape, go to a Marmot Spa.
Right. You want it high and tight. I'm going today. I can't wait.
Yeah. There you go. Into the world of pure rejuvenation at a Marmot Spa. Their top-notch professionals offer revolutionary treatments and revitalizing facials that target your specific concerns. You have high standards, and at Amara Med Spa, so do they. Say goodbye to stress and hello to radiant skin. Check them out at theamaramedspa.com and start your journey to a more beautiful you.
Look, I want to say how world-class this company is real quick, Pete. They've actually opened up 2 locations out in Lake Tahoe. They're like expanding like nationwide because they are industry leaders. So literally, this is your face. This is your calling card. So you want to go to the best. This is where they are. I love Amara Med Spa, and I can't say enough about Miss Tracy. She does a lot of things for some great people in this town.
That's awesome. I hope you're going to be their new spokesperson, Davey.
I hope so, too. Greg, I hope you're watching. Yeah, gotcha.
There you go. All right, let's get into this dream home, huh? We talked about it a couple of months ago, this HGTV Dream Home they were putting up and they were going to sell off. Well, they might have a hard time doing that. St. Augustine officials now raising concerns about the Dream Home. This is located in Pelican Reef. This is prompting the city's planning and zoning board to take action. Now, the home was showcased in online videos and images. They say it appears to be ready for occupancy, but there's a crucial aspect of the property that lacks the approval, and that's the seawall. The board convened recently to discuss the already built seawall situated near the marsh and adjacent to a conservation zone, which is aimed at obviously protecting wildlife. That's something a lot of people take very seriously here. The city says that the seawall violates its conservation policy, and that aims to discourage disruption to the natural shoreline. It causes disruption to the natural shoreline. Coastal Gateway Homes is responsible for the home, and they claim that the city was aware of the seawall during the initial approval of the building permit, citing the drawings that were approved in April. However, discrepancies in the drawings, such as the attribution of the seawall to, quote, others, have prompted the board to seek further clarification. And Davey, you said Mike Davis was on the news making comments about this?
Yeah, he had planning and zoning. Yeah, yesterday. By the way. He was on planning and zoning yesterday. It was a long meeting, so I had to cover for his show last night. So that's why I know. And he was like, "Yeah, this thing is a whole big mess."
How to get by in the first place, Mike Davis?
I think they just did it, like you said earlier. They did something and asking for forgiveness later.
Yeah, sometimes things like that. Certain things need multiple approvals, and like the seawall and how it lines up with the property. I'm looking at a picture of it right now. If it doesn't line up with the property next to it, it actually can do more damage. So I'm looking at some of the stuff right now. It looks like it's got riprap and then a seawall very close to the house. So I'm not sure exactly where it violated. And also St. Augustine's very unique. The city of St. Augustine owns its bottoms. So a lot of times these seawalls are somewhat in the property of the city of St. Augustine, and some of it kind of encroaches on it. I don't know if that's the case or not, but the city of St. Augustine is one of the few cities that owns the bottom of the intercoastal within the city limits. So and I'm wondering if that was part of the factor too. You got to get kind of an approval to encroach into their property.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know I don't know
like-
exactly the details of it, but I'll be talking to Mike after the show. But
So you said that St. Augustine is unique, but like, do other coastal communities have to go through these kinds of checks and balances? Because they looks like they just rolled right up, built this house, and they were like, oh, we got a seawall, but we usually do that anyway.
yeah, it still has to meet all Florida building code, and that's what every city follows, Florida building code, and the materials that are there. They have they got a pool and that seawall. They probably have dead men. It probably has to be on pilings where it's built. I mean, this is built on pretty soft land. So underneath that house, there's probably 40 pilings that go 30 feet deep. So it's a big house.
So what could happen? They're like, take the seawall down?
More than likely, they're going to pay a penalty, and they might have to do an addition on how it attaches to the neighbors.
And a donation to Matanzas Riverkeeper or something nice. Okay.
Yes, something along those lines. But it probably has more to do with what I'm looking at is how it attaches to the neighbors, because of Davey, and I'm pointing to Davey, and it doesn't help you. But if water gets around that side, then it can pull the seawall forward.
It makes sense.
So,
now. Okay.
Nature finds a way.
Yeah.
So you got to do everything you can to protect yourself.
She is always on time and never late.
Yeah.
Apparently, there were concerns about the pool deck also.
Yeah, that's right up on the seawall.
Confusingly labeled. Yeah. It says it was labeled as proposed by others on the site plan. The home's width, they say, exceeds the city's 75-foot development limit near conservation zones, further complicating the whole matter. So,
wow.
With these issues kind of at play, planning and zoning has now postponed a decision on the property. They want more time to evaluate both the seawall and the property as a whole.
Yeah, it sounds like they went into the setbacks, and that's a totally different thing, and getting into the nature side of it. So it sounds like they got, this thing might get stalled for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what happened. They chaired it, I think, for next time. Yeah.
Mike Davis at the next planning and zoning meeting just plays my favorite clip from Ghostbusters 2. Everything you're doing is bad. I want you to know this.
Oh, Dream Home.
Like they are going to revisit the application for potential approval or denial during their meeting on March 5th. So we'll have more info on this after March 5th.
Gosh, can you imagine? Can you imagine the neighborhood welcoming committee on this? Like, you are not getting a pie.
and Justin commented in the comments, and he lives in that neighborhood, so he's got probably pretty good insight. He says a large part of the property was gifted the Army Corps of Engineers when they plotted the land. They have to deal with the city, Army Corps of Engineers, the St. Johns County Water Management. They have to buy mitigation credits. So there seems to be, they kind of got the cart before the horse is what it sounds like to me.
I love that word, mitigation. Wow. It just makes me say that's
you would think if you have to go through all those agencies, you would think you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's.
Yeah, it's easy to miss something though, especially if you're not used to this municipality.
Yeah.
Like in Missouri or wherever they're from, I don't know where they're from. They don't have to deal with St. John's Water Management. They don't have to deal with Army Corps of Engineers. They don't have to deal with city owning the bottoms. They don't have to deal with setbacks. I mean, there's a lot of things unique to Florida and unique to St. Augustine. That's why you need to go to all the DRCs, the development reviews, and you got to go to the Friday reviews and all those, because both municipalities, county and the city, they have a format that says, here's what you need to do before you build. And more than likely, they didn't do any of those things. They're out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Davey just showed me. So, these things probably do not exist in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
True. All right. Well,
but they're
interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I don't even know what happens from here. Yeah,
I don't know who their general contractor is. It's a beautiful house.
Beautiful house.
Beautiful house.
You can't rip that down. Hold on. Let's auction it off.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful house. Isn't it like a lottery or drawing or something?
Something like that.
So it's part of the HGTV Dream Home giveaway. The drawing actually ends on February 15th, and they'll actually announce the winner supposedly on February 29th.
Is it?
But however, the next planning zone meeting is until March 5th.
Oh, y'all, this is messy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You won, but you can't move in.
HGTV is just going to dump this thing off.
Y'all, this is messy.
Say, hey, you're the owner now.
Yeah, you're taking over ownership.
Oh, Lord have mercy. This is messy.
Yeah, no, that's pretty rough. Is it too late to apply? I'll put your name in, Blake.
No, please
Dude, if I won that house, I would wait.
Yeah. We locally, we can wait it out.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they'll come up with another solution.
Yeah, no. I'm checking out, see if it's too late to put your name in.
Yeah, Palm Coast, they're coming for you next, honey.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, the winner also receives a Mercedes C-Class as well. So, hey, that might be worth it.
I'll be selling that thing.
Yeah, I'd flip that.
All right. Yeah.
The house I keep, sell the Mercedes.
Yeah.
And you just got a new car, Blake. You don't need a car.
Monster truck.
Well, more developer stuff here, it looks like. St. Johns County taking bold steps. Whenever they say something like that, I imagine they're not actually taking bold steps to ensure developer accountability for County Road 210 and East Road construction. There were recent concerns by St. Johns County residents, and this is much more than recent. I mean, it's just years. Following of different projects, not just this project, following the groundbreaking of the $15 million widening project for County Road 210. They say it sparked questions regarding the developer accountability, regarding this developer accountability. In response, the St. Johns County Board of County Commissioners has taken measures to address these inquiries and try to make sure that the Beach Walk developer fulfills their obligations concerning the designated road expansion. Let's see, on December 5th of 2023, the County Commission approved a memorandum of understanding. We talked about this a little bit, mandating Twin Creeks Development Associates, the Beach Walk developer, to cover the expenses associated with the widening of County Road 210 from the western boundary of the Beach Walk community to C.E. Wilson Road. It's a conversion from 2 lanes to 4 lanes, and they say it's a pivotal aspect of the ongoing project. The board underscored what they say is the steadfast determination to safeguard taxpayer dollars and affirming not a single penny would be allocated to developers' road projects under their watch. Legal action is being pursued, I guess, against developers who fail to fulfill their road obligations with construction halts imposed until their compliance is achieved. Greg Caldwell, St. Johns County Director of Public Works, highlighted responsible fiscal management practices. He noted that over $100 million in transportation projects are currently underway, with developer contributions predominantly funding those endeavors. County Road 210 West project, as an example, they say, where developer contributions surpassed $24 million for the construction of costs, supplemented by transportation impact fees. I have to imagine they're not going to cite the situations where they haven't covered all of the fees for the roads and such. They concluded by reiterating, they say that the Board of County Commissioners' dedication through approval mechanisms for transportation improvements, such as mandating developers prepay road impact fees. I kind of like that, except we've talked about before that those costs go up so fast to put up roads. So if you are building a development for 3 years and you commit to prepaying this certain amount, by the time you're actually building some of those roads, the cost of those roads could have skyrocketed by then.
Yeah, well, and the thing is,
those costs may not be covered.
And Pete, when people got really mad at me because we screwed up on World Golf Village. It was a DRI, and the developer. We were so happy to have them here in St. Johns County, and we're like, oh my gosh, we got World Golf Village, but we didn't do a good job on the park side. We didn't do a good job on the road side. But we learned from it. And I can tell you an example. I'll give you an example that happened with Palencia. I made everybody put in the parks first before they built. Like a lot of times you'll see parks go in before you see the house. It happened in Aberdeen. It happened in Rivertown. It happened in Durban Crossing. But that was part of the DRI criteria. And when it came to Palencia built the park. And then when it came to turn it over, they're like, no, we're going to keep it. And I say, no, you're not going to keep it. And they're like, yes, we are. We're going to keep it. So I went to the building department and said, don't issue another CO, certificate of occupancy. And believe it or not, the next day they turned the park over because they had like 4 houses waiting to be sold. And the only way they make money is if they can sell those houses. Sure. You can't sell the house until you have the CO. I mean, if you build the house, building the house is one thing and go ahead and let them build it, but don't issue the COs on any more houses until they pay this bill.
Yeah.
And
that's cutthroat.
It works effectively. But it's them trying to say, hey, we're trying to do this. And they're going to try. I mean, I don't blame the developers. I've been on both sides of this. I don't blame the developers trying to get as much as they can and get as much cash in the bank. But you committed to one thing, and that was to do these road developments as a part of what you're allowed to, make all this big bank. You best pay that or stop the COs. Yeah. Stop the certificates of occupancy, and no one can move in until that actually gets taken care of.
Wow.
Do you think they'll actually take that step? Do you think that'll be something that'll be on the table if developers decide to not put up all the money for these things? Do you think they'll actually take those steps like you did?
No, I think they have to do that. I mean, that's really the only card you have. And the county's in a position of power. When you're in a position of power, don't give up your power because you're going to end up losing the game. Mm-hmm. So, and that's what this is. It's a card game that goes back and forth. Don't give up I didn't give up my power when it came to that one particular park. And by the way, the developer was so angry with me when I went into development. I met him like 5 years later, and he's like, "You're that guy."
Oh, no.
But we became friends.
We were at a concert? Yeah.
No, we were at a meeting where we were doing a shared development
You're
together.
That guy.
At a meeting.
Yeah.
And he goes, I was like, aren't you glad I'm on your side this time? He goes, hell yeah.
But Pete and I went out to Palencia a couple weeks ago to see a friend's comedy show. Honestly, that's a whole nother country out there.
No, they did a beautiful job. They did an absolute beautiful job. And what they were trying to do, and I understand it, is they kind of wanted to keep their own little country or their own little island there. Uh-huh. And where the park was right next to the school, and they hadn't even built the school yet. They wanted to control their front entrance because it's right there in the front entrance.
Yeah. And so that makes sense. So they moved the gated community back. They also have a community in front of the gates. Now everything is coming back to me, Celine. Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of how the county has control of Palencia.
Okay.
So it was always in that development order and stuff like that. But I had to take some really, really aggressive measures to make sure it didn't happen. I felt bad for the 4 people that had already bought the house and were ready to move in.
Yeah.
Because I delayed their purchase probably by a week.
Say it again, Mufasa.
Oh man.
Yeah. I felt really bad for them because it wasn't their fault. It was the development as they were going through. And they did a fine job. They did exactly, I don't want to pick on Palencia. They did a fine job of doing that development. Mm-hmm. It's a great place.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's hope the commission keeps holding people's feet to the fire when it comes to this stuff for sure.
Yeah. No, I mean, the COs is how you can control this. So.
Okay. It's a good idea. Let's see if they do that. Hey, speaking of roads, can't drive on the road without gas. It's time for the Gas Buddy Gas Report. If you guys are seeing good prices for gas out there, please drop them in the comments so that we know. It'll help us all out a lot. I'll start with the Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard. They're at 309 this morning. Sunoco at 2199 North Ponce. They're at 314. We have got the Circle 316. The Gate on Mizell Road 319. Ashman out there on A1A Discount Beverage 319 as well. We've got the Shell at 146 King 319. And the Mobile and Circle K at 780 South Ponce 319. Also, looks like it's 319 on down the rest of that list. If you get in trouble for denying people moving into their home and you have to go to jail, Chris Lucero will get you out of jail. He's available 24/7 to provide fast and reliable bail services, ensuring that you and your loved ones can get out of jail and back to your real life as soon as possible. His number 904-822-BAIL, 904-822-2245. We've got live music today and tonight as well. Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern at noon. Smoke and Joe Shower at Tradewinds at 1. Reggie Starrett, Milltop, 4:30. Carpetbaggers, Hurricanes, Grill and Wings at 5. Dewey Vaya, Old Coast Sales at 5. We got Dewey Vaya coming on the show soon, don't we?
Yes, next week. Big announcement. I'm excited.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is a really cool one, everybody. Yeah.
He's going to be at Old Coast Sales at 5. Jonathan Lee Dodson at Southern Vibes Tasting Room at 6. And Fawn Kaiser at Salt Life at 6 o'clock. That, of course, comes to us from Griffin Service, where your home's comfort is their top priority. If you have drains that aren't draining, of course, they can get those taken care of for you. And Tom came on and talked about their BOFO deal the other day.
Yes.
So that was great to have Tom on. Great guy.
Yeah. Congratulations on his retirement.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but congratulations. Yeah, definitely. So give Griffin Service a call, 904-500-2653, or visit griffinservice.com. Oh, we got a great year. How long do you think you can wait before returning an item to a store?
Oh, 30 days.
30 days?
That's the window. Normally,
Yeah,
it's a
I
standard
usually
window.
return used diapers pretty quickly.
Ayamala, no way. You're that person at Walmart? Ugh.
I just go back and say they smell funny.
You didn't know when to smell it.
Yeah.
I think we're all missing the big news here is that Troy wears adult diapers. I mean, everybody's just glossing right over that here.
Well, it depends. It depends.
All right. Well, we have a woman who returned a couch to Costco after much more than 30 days.
Uh-oh.
Or she tried to, at least. I'll tell you about it as soon as I tell you about our friends at Fidus Roofing. They support a lot of local charities that support local kids. In addition to supporting your health or your roof, big brothers, big sisters, investing in kids, the Boy Scouts, and more. They're also always looking to grow their team, and they'd encourage anybody to stop by and apply with them. Give them a call. Get them up there for a free roof inspection. 904-355-ROOF.
They do pavers.
And gutters.
Phew!
Legally.
Woman returns a Costco couch after 2 years.
Oh, man. Gross.
She just didn't like it anymore.
Was there a warranty
Not
on
even
it?
a real good excuse.
Huh.
She didn't even try.
Wow.
So here's how it goes. The Costco shopper put the retail giant's return policy to the test by returning a sofa that she had owned for, oh, wow, this says 3.5 years.
Good gracious.
Simply because she no longer liked it. Can you just do that when a couch goes out of style? You just bring it back?
Well,
Jackie shared her experience in a TikTok video. Of course she did.
of course.
It gained nearly 3 million views. Of course it did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Since posting on January 23rd. Wow, not too long ago. She explained that despite the lack of an original receipt, she provided the purchase date, which enabled Costco to locate the transaction and issue the full refund.
They gave it to her.
Full refund. She got a free couch for 3.5 years. She expressed satisfaction with the process. Of course she did.
Yeah, you're a
Encouraging
crook,
her
woman.
followers.
Yeah, that's stealing.
She really is. Yeah. I mean, this is worse than getting the tux for prom and taking it back the next day, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
This is pretty bad.
this is.
Yeah. 3.5
bad.
years. Yeah. Gross.
She also encouraged her followers to consider purchasing furniture from Costco due to their return policy.
That's
If they were
ridiculous.
so open and so free about getting this refund or whatever, she got a new couch, that means how much of the value of that couch really does exist. Because I'm sure she paid, what, $3,200 for it or something. And they probably cost them, what, $25 to make these things. So they were like, no loss there. Just get her out of our faces.
Right? Yeah. Good point. I mean, I remember as a kid, like, a football to Walmart without it being in its original packaging and without having a receipt. I think all they gave us was Walmart credit, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
let's see.
No, I mean, this sounds like her and Costco are working together. She's got 3 million followers. It's,
not a bad question.
You know what I mean?
Troy.
It's
Yeah.
just like, to me, it
It could have been an influencer thing.
When it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's usually a duck. And
Good.
then I'm seeing a duck here.
That's what Brenda Walsh said to Kelly at 90210 back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah. What walks like a duck, Kelly?
so I think the two of them are working together.
Yeah, it could be. You're actually right. I mean, it's marketing's getting very tricky out there nowadays.
Yeah, that thought definitely crossed my mind too.
But just to exhaust our effort really quick, Macy's does like a warranty on your couch. So like if anything does happen in like, I think it is like a 3-year policy, they literally will replace it for you, no questions asked. So that sounds better than actually showing up and showing out at a store and saying, return my couch.
Yeah. Kelly's saying marketing scam, and that's kind of the way I'm feeling on it.
Yeah,
So
could be.
I think her and Costco had an inside deal.
You better get 904 on your side.
Well, this might work against them because now everybody's just going to be returning their years-old crap
Yep.
and getting their money back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and they're going to return it, and they're going to go,
not the best one.
how many TikTok followers do you have?
Right.
Oh, yeah, you're under 100,000. You don't get a return.
Yeah. You don't
3
qualify.
million, you get a return.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Crazy, man. Crazy. We'll have to try it at our local Costco. We encourage everybody to do that.
Never been in a Costco ever in my life.
Really? No, me neither. I just send people and I Venmo them. Yeah.
Ever.
I think I have a delivery this morning, actually.
All right. We got one more story we got time for. And that looks like it will be Chris Shee, who in this headline says he's altering his entire life focus. He's taking an interim role as a leader at a nonprofit.
Oh, wow.
As you guys know, he's a prominent home builder, philanthropist, and just all around really cool dude. He's transitioned into a new role as the interim executive director and CEO for Seamark Ranch, which is in Clay County. They say he has a long history of philanthropy, raising substantial funds for various charities. I know Seamark is one that he cares a lot about.
Mm-hmm. And the previous executive director left, doing another project. So they were really looking for somebody for a long time. So he's going to step into this role. He'll be fantastic. He was like made for this.
I think so. I think this is good for Chris and great for Seamark Ranch as well. So congratulations, Chris. Awesome job, man. Awesome work. I know he's excited about this. He really loves being involved in that organization. Excuse me. Troy, what do you got for comment?
All right. So I'm going to wiggle through the whispers of our wonderful watchers.
Wiggle.
All right. Are you ready for me to wiggle?
All right.
I didn't know if we had an ad coming here. So
no, as you do that, no, I had a cough break there.
Oh, okay.
Real quick. So I'll tell people about Baytude and Floyd, saying the standard that your home is more than a house. It's where your memories are made. Now I look like my eyes look like I just smoked a bunch of weed off camera.
Oh, many blessings. That's nice.
They provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investments. Christy is readily available to help you save money. Give him a call, 794-5455. And Willow and Maine. Tired of looking tired? Head over to Willow and Maine. Feeling like your hair's in a rut? Willow and Maine is your hair hut. Not sure where to fix your frame? Take your mug to Willow and Maine. Don't let a hair emergency stress you out. Check out their latest specials on their Instagram, Willow and Maine Beauty Bar. And get in there if you're a dude on Wednesday. All right, what you got, Troy?
All right. So a lot of people out there just telling you to get better, Pete. And that comes from all of us in the studio too. And again, can you give the driver's name again? I think people really, they caught the number, but they didn't catch the driver's name. For the 90.
The driver's name.
For Florida Man Games.
Florida Man Games.
It's Sage Karam.
Oh, Sage Karam. Sage Karam, number 26.
Sage Karam. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah. So people were asking for that.
Yeah.
And I guess on this HGTV, you can enter once a day, and it's on HGTV.com.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of comments there. Good going back and forth between Karen Zander and Justin. A lot of information there. Karen says the mitigation credits are no longer available, which is going to make it more challenging for this group because that was kind of a safety net, and it sounds like that safety net's closed. So I'm interested to find out a little bit more about it. I knew about the house. I knew there was a little bit of a conflict, but I don't know exactly what's going on with it. It sounds like they're in the set. It sounds like they got a couple things they should have used a local consultant.
Whoopsie doodle.
Yeah. This nobody ever wants to use a local consultant until it's too late.
Yep. So,
Good deal, man. What do you got for STOITM stat?
all right, STOITM stat. One of my favorite movies of all time, if not my favorite movie of all time. It's definitely my favorite comedy of all time. Came out, premiered on this day in 1974, and that is Blazing Saddles.
Oh, wow.
And if you have not seen Blazing Saddles, I mean, a lot of people have not because it came out in 1974. But to me, it's just one of those pee your pants laughing moments. And I just absolutely love Blazing. I've probably seen it 20 times. So, but it premiered on this day in 1974.
Awesome, man.
It actually outsold Godfather 2, which I think was the movie of the year. It outsold its own competition, which was Young Frankenstein. So it was the best-selling movie of 1974 above some of those other great movies.
Was Gene Wilder in it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to see Blazing Saddles. I will see it.
Yeah. You got to. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it.
I'm definitely going to see it.
And
That's fun.
Pete, if you haven't seen it, it is perfect for your sense of humor.
Okay. I have not seen it yet, but I may. Where would that even be available today? I feel like none of the networks would even have a movie like that on. That's one of those movies that they say you couldn't make that one today, isn't it?
That's on Max, HBO Max.
Oh, HBO Max. Okay.
Nobody has that. Perfect. I think Netflix may have it too.
Right. Yeah. Nobody has HBO
Check Netflix.
It says it here. Netflix is there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's an absolute classic.
Ooh,
so
Amazon Prime,
if you got time at home and not going out or and about, I mean, I don't know anybody like that.
Yeah. Me neither. All right, man. Cool. Well, good STOITM stat brought to you by a Blazing Pizza place. That was a stupid transition.
It was okay.
St. Augie's Pizza, downtown St. Augustine.
Point
right
to the
there
pizza,
between
Pete.
Riberia and ML King. All right, plugs, guys. What you got?
I really don't have anything. Just enjoy the day. It should be a good day today.
This afternoon show at 3 o'clock, we've got Jenna and Amanda coming in studio from Great Expectations Realty and Auction. They won a huge award. We're going to celebrate them and get to the bottom of it and see what they won.
Awesome. Blake, what you got?
Flagler basketball doubleheader tonight, 5:30, 7:30.
Men's and women's?
Yep. Women's first, men's second.
All right.
Cool. And I'll remind everybody to go to thefloridamangames.com. I've got a meeting with the city in about 5 minutes. And so, let's hope they don't, let's hope they love the Florida Man Games still. Thank you guys. Good show. And we will talk to everybody tomorrow. Dave will see you at 3 o'clock.
Bye-bye.